everyone, my name's Tessa, and today we're going to be focusing on yoga for increasing flexibility in basically the whole body, especially the legs. And when you want to increase flexibility, the legs really are connected to your glutes, your back, so it's a great place to start. When your hamstrings feel really tight, it's a good idea to separate your feet wider than a normal forward bend because it's going to be easier to bend forward. So we're just going to start with a wide leg forward bend. So your feet are wider than hip distance, and go ahead and bring the outsides of your feet to parallel. So you might feel a little bit pigeon-toed, and really be present in your feet, rooting down through your feet below the big toe, below the little toe in the center of the heel. So just ground yourself through your feet, really lift up through your thighs, engaging your thighs. You can even press your palms against your thighs as you lift your chest, feeling length in your spine. And you don't want to just collapse yourself forward. You really want to hinge forward so that you keep length in your spine and strengthen your thighs. So go ahead and just hinge forward into this half forward bend. And so in this position, it's even more important to feel that strength in your thighs and rootedness in your feet. So from this half forward bend, go ahead and you can grab hold of any part of your leg that feels right. So go ahead and just grab hold and start to gently pull, keeping your knees soft. You don't want to just jam your knees back. So keeping your knees soft, just grabbing hold and pulling down, pulling your chest like you're trying to bring it through your legs. And relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your neck, relax your head, and just bring yourself down. And remember to breathe. Take a few breaths here. Just constantly engaging yourself in what you're doing. So really pulling, staying present in the hands and the feet. And coming out by lifting your thighs, slowly coming out. And I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side so that you can see me from a different angle. So this time you're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart, bringing the feet closer together so that it's a more intense stretch for the hamstrings. And again, the outsides of the feet are parallel. So you're going to go ahead and just go through the same process. So hinging forward into that half bend. And so you want to form an L shape, and you want your legs straight without hardening the knees. So your knees should feel soft. And I don't want you to bend the knees, just stop where you need to, or you can grab hold. And start to pull yourself in. Start to pull your chest in towards your legs, letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. So instead of just rounding like this and trying to bring my head in, I'm really bringing my chest forward and letting my head just follow my chest. If you feel any sort of pulling in your low back, you really need to back up and keep the stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. And if you feel any knee pain, I want you to just back up, and you can even bend your knees just slightly to remind yourself to keep that softness in your knees and stretch in your hamstrings. So coming out, the legs are nice and warmed up. So let's go ahead and bring the feet all the way together. And I'm actually going to face you. Just makes more sense. So Tadasana, standing mountain pose. So rooting down through the feet again, feeling that strength in your thighs, lifting through your chest. So we've started by warming up the hamstrings and the calves. To get flexibility in your spine, you definitely need to start doing some back bends. And this is a safe position to do that. So go ahead and just start in mountain pose, rooting down through your feet, lifting your thighs, lifting your chest, relaxing your shoulders and your face. And you can start by just, really rooting down through your feet, lifting through your fingertips. So first feel a neutral, just lengthening of the spine. You want to tuck your tailbone forward a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and turn so you know what I mean. So instead of arching like this, you want to be tucking your tailbone in as you press your thighs back. It's this constant thing that's happening that you need to be aware of. So in this position, you can begin to bring the hands back, tucking the tailbone forward even more, and really just getting into that whole spine, lengthening and opening at the same time. And again, you don't want to harden your knees. You want to feel a little bit bouncy as you tuck your tailbone in. You can come back. So this time, now that you understand about the tailbone, you want to keep tucking it in as you do back bends. I'm going to face you. So this time, getting a little bit deeper into that upper back especially. Go ahead and start in Tadasana, rooting down through the feet. You want to lengthen and remember your tailbone. Keep pressing in. You can interlace your fingers and go ahead and hold your head. So this is great for just opening up that chest and upper back. So you're lifting the chest, tucking the tailbone in, and really opening. You can even look up. And it's normal for this to feel uncomfortable. I tend to have a really tight upper back, so it's okay if it feels uncomfortable. It's normal. So just keep pressing your elbows down as you lift through your chest, and don't forget about your tailbone. Keep tucking it in. Keep the strength in the thighs and keep rooting down through your feet. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you this way. So in that position, again, you're tucking the tailbone in as you bring your elbows back. So this is a lot different if I'm letting my tailbone do that. I'm really tucking my tailbone in, pressing my thighs back, lifting through my chest, and coming out. So our spine is nice and warmed up. So because we're doing whole body flexibility, we want to focus on the sides of the torso. We want to focus on the sides of the torso as well. So like I said, when we started, everything is an extension of the feet when you're doing standing work. So even in this position, you're rooting down through the feet. Go ahead and lengthen through your fingertips, remembering to tuck your tailbone in. And you can just drop one hand, let the other palm face forward. So the leg of the arm that's extended overhead, you want to really press that outer edge of that foot. And you're just going to press that outer edge and slide this hand down. Really getting into that torso and that hip flexor right there. If you've been working out a lot, this area can get really sore. This is a great stretch for that hip flexor. And relax your face. Remember to breathe. The breath might get a little more shallow because you're stretching your abdomen, and that's okay. So opposite side, letting this hand just slide down, pressing the outer edge of that opposite foot. And reaching through the fingertips. Again, really pressing through the outer edge of the foot as you bring that arm across. And you don't want your arm in front like this. It doesn't matter if you're here. I just want you to be in that line so that you're moving like this. And keep sliding the hand down. And release. And go ahead and just, step it out. Go ahead and shake out anything. So I recommend getting a yoga mat if you don't have one already, because it's a great tool for alignment, especially when you're doing standing poses. So go ahead and stand on your mat like I am and come to the very front edge so your toes are lined up. So go ahead and step your feet. We're moving into triangle pose. So just so you know what the right distance is, your wrists are over your ankles more or less. So you can just relax your arms for now on your hips, hands on your hips. So to pivot, you want to bring that back foot in about 45 degrees and then just pivot the forward foot. And you want to keep your hips even. So just like in our standing Tadasana pose, we're rooting down through our feet. Thighs are strong, knees are soft. So for triangle pose, you want to keep the sides of your torso long. You don't want to just collapse over this leg. So keep that torso long as you slide the hand down, and just go really slow with this one. Stay present in your feet and just find a spot where you're challenging yourself but you don't feel overextended. So just find your spot, and you can bring that other arm overhead. And again, don't collapse this torso. You want to keep this torso long. Rooting down through the feet. And I'm going to treat this like a back bend. If at any point you begin to feel out of breath, like it's too much, just come out and come back in again. So you're just going to bring that arm, open up a little bit. And what's initiating that is my shoulder blade, not my arm. I'm really opening from the inside of my shoulder blade. And just lengthening, rooting down through your feet and coming back out. And go ahead and just take a breath. Relax your face. And go ahead and pivot to the opposite. So forward heel is in line with the back arch. And we're going to go through all of that again. Make sure that your knees are soft and not jamming back. So you're just going to begin to slide that hand down, keep the torso long. And once you find your spot, go ahead and just bring that arm overhead. And how you know that you're in the right position, you want to look down and your head is over your knee. So if you're in front like this, that means that you need to back up as much as you have to so that you're in alignment. You want to be moving in one plane. And again, you're just going to open up from the shoulder blade. You're not just bringing the arm back, you're really opening up the chest here. And bringing the arm back, rooting down through the feet. Relax your face. And you can gaze forward, you don't have to gaze overhead. So to come out, just pressing that back foot, pressing the heel of that back foot, reaching through the fingertips. And you can just step yourself back into Tadasana, standing mountain pose. And you can bend your knees a little bit. You can shake out your arms and your hands. So now we're ready for some floor work, some back bending floor work. So go ahead and come down to a seated position. You're going to go ahead and bring yourself to the forward edge of your mat. So you want to be aware of where your toe tips are. So my toe tips are aligned, and I'm pressing through my feet, just like when I was standing. So you want to just, tuck yourself in a little bit and go ahead and lay down, getting ready for some back bends. So a safe, healthy back bend is all about doing the right things with keeping strength in the thighs. So when all of those pieces are working together, the back can just open and release. So go ahead and just tuck yourself in so that your fingertips are touching your heels. That's a general distance of where you need to be for any back bend. And it can be a little bit more, a little less. So just warming up the thighs, we're gonna go ahead and lift the tailbone, press the feet, really pressing through the feet, the bottom of that big toe below the little toe and center of the heel. And you'll notice that that brings the legs in a healthy position. So if I start to press more in the outer edge of my foot, my legs are gonna open too much. So you really wanna press through the inner ball of that foot below the big toe, feeling strength in the thighs. And again, if this feels like too much, you can just come in and out, take a breath or two, come back in. So now that our feet and our thighs are fully engaged, we're gonna go ahead and bring the arms overhead. Really lengthen through your arms, lengthen through your fingertips. Relax your face and just begin to feel that gentle opening. Start to breathe. Be more aware of your breath. And come down and just take a breath or two. So coming a little deeper into that back bending position on the floor, you're just gonna interlace your fingers behind you, underneath you, and you're just gonna clasp your arms like that, your fingers like that. So you always wanna just start by pressing the feet, engaging the legs first, and then if this feels like too much, just do what we did before this. So to deepen, you want to keep the feet planted and just start to walk your shoulders under and lengthen through your hands that are clasped. Relax your face, relax your neck, keep planting through your feet, and just be aware of your breath. In any back bend, the breath is going to be a little more shallow, and that's okay. Just be aware of your breath. You press through the feet. And slowly come down. You always want to come down slowly from back bends. So go ahead and just bring your knees in towards your chest, cooling down after that back bend work. So you can just bring your knees in. You can even give yourself a little hug. Just bring your knees in a little further. Relaxing your neck. So ending with something to just open up the hips a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and come into happy baby pose is what it's called. So you're just gonna grab hold of your inner heel. And if you can't reach it, that's fine. You can even be here on the floor, just letting the knees open, letting the hips open. So you really feel it the most when you can grab hold and press your heels down, bringing your knees down towards the floor. Relax your neck, your head as you press. Relax your face. And go ahead and release. And we're gonna end with just a simple twist. So you wanna just bring your arms out like this. You're gonna bring your knee up and in, grab hold, nice and gentle. Just keeping the arm down as you twist. And slowly opposite side, just bringing that knee in, pressing the arm that's extended, keeping it down. It may lift a little, that's okay. You might hear a few pops, that's okay. And you can gaze out towards the arm that's extended. And release. And we're gonna end with Shavasana, corpse pose. So you can just find a position that's most comfortable for you. If you feel any fatigue in your low back, you can just separate your legs a little bit. If you have a pillow or something that you can put underneath your knees, that can help relieve that fatigue as well. So just close your eyes, relax your face, let your whole body feel like dead weight. And just take one breath into your abdomen, nice deep breath. And exhale through your mouth. One more, breathing in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And then just don't think about the breath, just be aware of it. And relax your fingers, your toes, your whole body. And just taking a few minutes here, really enjoying the feeling of being stretched out and taking some time for ourselves. And you can pause this and spend a little bit longer in Shavasana if you need to. Otherwise, go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can bend your knees and gently roll to your side and come to a seated position. I just want to thank you guys for practicing with me today and taking the time to just take care of yourself. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. And if you have any requests, anything that you'd like me to create a sequence on, just leave a comment down below and I'd love to help you out. And I hope that you have a great day, and it's been great getting to spend this time with you. All right, bye.